11:07 a.m. In attendance for today is the Albany County Clerk, Bruce Hidley, and the Deputy County Executive, Dan Lynch. At this time, I'd like to entertain a motion that we accept the May CAB meeting minutes.
I'll make that motion.
And I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried. The next motion would be to accept the June meeting minutes. Entertain a motion.
So moved.
And I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? That motion is carried. The August 15th meeting minutes we'll have to hold until the September Contract Administration Board meeting, as I was not in attendance and I cannot vote. So with that being said, we will go right into the
July, the July minutes. We'll wait till
July minutes. We'll
Yeah.
wait, correct. So what did I say, June?
September, or October, I don't know.
Whatever, we got this. Okay. So the first item on the agenda today is contract number 1227-23, Departments of Correctional Facility. The vendor is DSI ITI Inc., 107th Street, Francis Street, Suite 3200, Mobile, Alabama. The estimated amount is $34,694. The estimated term is 1/1/23 through 12/31/23. The scope of service is annual software and maintenance to the offender management system previously purchased with a prior resolution number 408 of 2001 at the correctional facility. This is 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments or questions.
Hi, Tina Harris with the correctional facility. This is software that we need to purchase annually for our correctional facilities jail offender management system.
Okay, any other comments or questions?
I'll make a motion.
And I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Your motion is carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 1228-23. It's a correctional facility. The vendor is Power DMS Inc., 2120 Park Place, Suite 100, El Segundo, California. The estimated amount is $23,740.92. The estimated term is 1/1/23 through 12/31/23. The scope of service is the annual subscription renewal for Power DMS software with 730 licensed manuals and accreditations. The fiscal impact is 100% to the county. Open the floor for comments, questions.
This is for corrections and law enforcement. It's to serve over 700 users for platform of managing and connecting their policies, trainings, and use for accreditations.
Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion,
Make a motion.
and I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Your motion is carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 1223-23. It's emergency 911. The vendor is Verizon, and the estimated amount is $85,364.50. The estimated term is 8/1/23 to 7/31/24. The scope of service, the sheriff's office personnel will be issued an Apple iPad with hardened keyboard. This device will be used to transition from mobile data terminals that are currently secured in vehicles to a more mobile solution that can be removed from cars. These devices will also be used to provide officer live 911 video as well as live 911 data directly into the field. This is 100% county funded. I open the floor for comments or questions.
Tina Harris with the Albany County Sheriff's Office. This is for the E911 Center. It's for the sworn deputies to have these iPads to be used in the vehicles. And as it said, it's a mobile data that is more of a solution that can be removed from the cars.
So this is an upgrade to what you're currently using in the vehicles themselves then, correct?
Yes, to
Okay.
replace.
Tina, Tina, do you have any idea what is gonna happen with the old devices?
I don't, but I can get back to you on that.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? Entertain a motion?
I'll make a motion.
And I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? The motion is carried, so we only have just one question.
Yes, I'll do that too today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is contract number 1229-23. The department is Emergency 911. The vendor is Priority Dispatch, 110 Regent Street, Suite 500, Salt Lake City, Utah. The estimated amount is $32,435. The estimated term is 8/1/23 to 8/1/24. The scope of service is ProQA medical software licenses, automated call talking software, priority of dispatch system ESP, M system license renewal service and support for the Town of Connolly Police Department and the Guilderland Police Department. This is 100% county funded. I open the floor for comments or questions.
Tina Harris with Albany County Sheriff's Office for the EMS Division Priority Dispatch for Medical Software. It's with Colony and Guilderland as well as Albany County.
Okay, any other comments?
No, we'll make a motion.
And I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is contract 1192-23. Department is the Board of Elections. The vendor is Election Systems and Software, 6055 Pacefier Circle, Chicago, Illinois. The estimated amount is $89,286. The estimated term is 1/1/23 through 12/31/23. The scope of service, the Albany County Board of Elections is seeking renewal of its annual agreement with ES&S to provide maintenance services for ES&S proprietary elections management software and firmware, as well as their voting machine equipment used by the Board of Elections to conduct elections. ES&S is the sole source and exclusive developer and licensor of the ES&S software. The term of this agreement, we already mentioned. This is 100% county funded. I open the floor for comments or questions.
Yes, hi, my name is Nana Clark, and I am the administrator on the Democratic side.
I'm Melissa Cremani, the Republican deputy.
Okay, so the Albany County, actually today, we are seeking renewal of our annual agreement with ES&S to provide maintenance, service, and ES&S proprietary election management software and firmware, as well as our voting machines equipment used by the Board of Election to conduct elections.
ES&S is the only manufacturer that we use for our voting machines, therefore we need to have the annual, renewal of the maintenance agreement.
Okay. Any other questions?
No, I'll make the motion.
And I'll second it. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is contract number 1216-23. Department is the Hall of Records. The vendor is Van Bortle Ford, 71 Marsh Road, East Rochester, New York. The estimated amount is $58,555.08. The estimated term is 8/3/23 to 12/31/23. The scope of service, the Albany County Hall of Records is going to purchase a new 2023 Ford Transit electric cargo van from Van Bortle Ford. The van will be used to deliver and return records on a daily basis from all Albany County agencies and the city of Albany. I now open the floor for comments or questions, and this is 100% county funded.
Good morning, Vincent Pergella from the Albany County Hall of Records, also Deputy Clerk Craig Carlson. We are seeking to purchase a new electric 2023 Ford electric cargo van to obtain, retrieve, and deliver volume to the agencies that we serve throughout Albany County.
I'm assuming that this is going in accordance with the county executive's Go Green initiative that we're doing an electric van, correct?
I'm thrilled to see this, obviously. Any expectation of date of delivery?
Production would start early next week, but they have not told us when we will retrieve the van.
That's one of there's such demand for electric everything, and we're still awaiting delivery of our F-150s from last May.
Are you really?
22.
Are you really?
Yeah. So just keep that in the back of for your expectation.
Well, I know both Craig and Vincent worked really hard on this project to get a good, fair, reasonable vehicle that would support the needs of the Hall of Records for the, the pickup of deliveries and supplies and things like that. So, and again, we wanted to move forward with the county executive's initiative, so.
That's great. Thank you. I'll make a motion. Yeah.
Okay, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is contract number 1221-23, Department of Sewage Treatment. The vendor is GAMMIE Air Monitoring LLC, 16 Progress Circle, Unit 1B, Newington, Connecticut. The estimated amount is $47,600. Estimated terms 5/1/23 through 12/31/23. The scope of service, contract value amended, an additional $15,000 to cover the retest. This is 100% county funded. I open the floor for comments and questions.
Good morning, this is Tyler Masick, Water Purification District. We're requesting to amend the GME Air contract for an extra $15,000 to cover a retest for one of the constituents that did not meet our permit in our test from June.
Any other comments or questions from you?
Make a motion.
And I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Your motion is carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 1188-23, Department of Parks and Recreation. The vendor is WBE Fence Company Incorporated, 11 Deer Court, Brewster, New York. Estimated amount is $23,310. Estimated term is 7/21/23 to 9/30/23. Scope of service, supply, install fencing for new pickleball court. Per scope of services detailed in the bid is 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments or questions.
Justin Atlas, Commissioner of Albany County Parks and Recreation. This bid went out to be able to equip our pickleball court that is being installed at the hockey facility right on the front lawn area-ish, with a fence that is able to make sure that participants are secure as well as to provide a better playing experience.
So none of our local fence companies bid on this project then?
A couple did, but they were a little bit
Higher.
higher. This was the lowest responsible bidder that we received. And they have good references from a lot of the work that they do down toward the city.
Okay. Any other questions or comments?
No, make a motion.
And I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried. Good luck with the pickleball court. It seems to be a popular game now. So I'm glad you're moving in the right direction.
Oh, anybody wants to challenge me?
I don't think I'm gonna accept that. You look too good.
Have a good day, guys. Thanks.
All right, next on the agenda is contract 1207-23, Department of Health. The vendor is Denoyer Chevrolet, 127 Wolf Road, Colony, New York. The estimated amount is $56,830.20. The estimated term is 7/31/23 to 12/31/23. The scope of service, Albany County Department of Health is requesting authorization to purchase 2 Chevrolet Bolts from Denoyer Chevrolet, which was the low bidder for an electric vehicle. Each Chevy Volt will cost $28,415.10. Now, this is 100% state funded. And I open the floor for comments or questions.
Ransom Moore, Assistant Commissioner of the Department of Health. We're requesting permission to buy 2 electric vehicles, the Chevy Bolts from Denoyer Chevrolet. They're the lowest responsible bidder through the New York State Vehicle Marketplace via mini bids. One of the vehicles will be for the Adolescent Tobacco Use Prevention Act, which enforces the tobacco laws across the county. And the second will be used for the Drinking Water Enhancement Act, which ensures clean and safe drinking water from a variety of public sources throughout the county.
Any other comments or questions?
Just a question, is there an anticipation to have them wrapped for those respective uses to promote?
We talking about branding?
Yeah,
Not sure about that. That wasn't, I don't believe that's included with.
I understand, but it's
That'd be a
just like-
separate contract.
Yeah.
We can, of course, do that. Currently, some of the cars in the fleet, regular traditional ones are not wrapped in anything Albany County. But, we can absolutely look into that for these 2 programs. These 2 programs specifically the vehicles have to be used for the grant work.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to be in the general pool of health department.
Yeah, because they're coming out of state funding.
Yes.
understood. That's why I asked
Yep.
the question regarding the branding and the wrapping of the vehicles.
The only thing about the TUPA contract, I'm not sure if we want to do it for that, we can look into it, but it's used for enforcement. So one of the things they've picked up doing since COVID has kind of, ended is doing sting operations with undercover kids. It could be anyone younger than 21 to basically attempt to purchase cigarettes or other tobacco, nicotine vape related products at retail locations. That would be my only concern, but.
Okay.
So that's probably why you wouldn't want to get it wrapped in.
Or park several blocks away.
Understood, okay.
Any other questions?
No other questions, I'll make a motion.
And I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Your motion is carried. Next on the contract, on the agenda is contract number 1176-23. And it's the Public Defender's Office. The vendor is the New York State Defenders Association, 194 Washington Avenue, Suite 5500, Albany, New York, 12210. Estimated amount is $68,460. The estimated term is 1/1/23 through 12/31 of 23. The scope of service, access to and software maintenance, new software releases, and training for the Public Defender's client management system. The service includes discovery files stored in the cloud and integrated with PDCMS. Now, this is broken down into two fiscal impacts. The county will pick up 18% and the state will pick up 82%. I now open the floor for comments or questions.
Good morning, Matthew Alpern on behalf of the Albany County Public Defender Office. We're requesting authorization for a one-year extension of our contract with the New York State Defenders Association to provide their public defender case management system. It allows us to store and manage client data, which we have to report to the New York State Office of Indigent Legal Services, and it also provides cloud storage and access to discovery files.
Any other comments or questions?
No, I'll make a motion.
And I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried.
Thank you.
And the final item on the agenda today is contract 1218-23. The department is service for physically handicapped children. The vendor and the estimated amount is $50,000. The estimated term is 9/1/2023 through 8/31 of 2024. The scope of services, nurse needed on bus/vehicle to assure that a child in need of individual and continuous care participating in center-based sessions are transported safely and that the child's health needs are being met. The nursing services may include but are not limited to catheterization, tube feeding, tracheotomy maintenance. Children approved for special education center-based programs may require the same type of nursing services as listed above. During the transportation of the child to and from the center based on the program on a vehicle that is contracted through Albany County. Again, the fiscal impact of this is broken down into two fiscal impacts. The county is 40.5% and the state is 59.5%. I now open the floor for comments or questions.
Nicole Ward, Deputy Commissioner for the Department for Children, Youth and Families. The department requests to renew our contract with ProLink Healthcare and Equilibrium Healthcare to be able to provide nursing services on our buses for any medically necessary children while being transported to program.
Any other comments, questions?
Make a motion.
And I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried. I'd now like to entertain a motion to close the Contract Administration Board meeting for August 15th, 2023 at 11:25 a.m.
So moved.
And I'll second it. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Abstentions? Carried. Thank you, everybody, for being here.
Thank you.